The physician should not treat the disease but the patient who is suffering from it. Maimonides. The art of healing comes from nature, not from the physician. Paracelsus. The best doctor gives the least medicines. Benjamin Franklin. The physician's high and only mission is to restore the sick to health, to cure, as it is termed. Samuel Hahnemann. The greatest gift you can give your patient is your time and undivided attention. Richard Selzer. Medicine is a science of uncertainty and an art of probability. William Osler. It is much more important to know what sort of a patient has a disease than what sort of a disease a patient has. William Osler. The best doctors are effective teachers, and the best teachers are effective doctors. Abraham Flexner. A good physician treats the disease, a great physician treats the patient who has the disease. William Osler. Wherever the art of medicine is loved, there is also a love of humanity. Hippocrates. A physician is not only a student of medicine, but also a student of people. Avicenna. The physician should not look for the disease, but should look for the patient who has the disease. William Osler. The physician's duty is not to stave off death or return patients to their old lives, but to take into our arms a patient and family whose lives have disintegrated and work until they can stand back up and face, and make sense of, their own existence. Paul Kalanithi. The physician should not only be prepared to do what is right himself, but also to make the patient, the attendants, and external circumstances cooperate. Wu UK. The secret of the care of the patient is in caring for the patient. Francis W. Peabody. The art of medicine consists of amusing the patient while nature cures the disease. Voltaire. A good physician knows his or her own limits and works within them. Harvey Cushing. The physician must have at his command a certain readiness of wit, and skill in reasoning, keenness in observing, and speed in taking action. Hippocrates. It is more important to know what kind of patient has a disease than to know what kind of disease a patient has. Sir William Osler. The greatest healing therapy is friendship and love. Hubert H. Humphrey. Medicine is a science of uncertainty and an art of probability. William Osler. The physician's highest calling, his only calling, is to make sick people healthy, to heal, as it is termed. Samuel Hahnemann. The most important thing in communication is to hear what isn't being said. Peter Drucker. A doctor is not a mechanic, a doctor is an artist. William Osler. The physician is the servant of nature, and nature is the mistress of us all. Hippocrates. The physician should not only seek to cure the patient's disease, but also to prevent it. Hippocrates. The best doctors are those who treat their patients with respect, empathy, and understanding. Atul Gawande. The physician's role is not only to heal the sick, but also to prevent illness. Andrew Weil. The physician must be able to tell the antecedents, know the present, and foretell the future, must mediate these things, and have two special objects in view with regard to disease, namely, to do good or to do no harm. Hippocrates. The art of healing comes from nature, not from the physician. Therefore, the physician must start from nature, with an open mind. Paracelsus. Medicine is not only a science, but also an art. It does not consist of compounding pills and plasters. It deals with the very processes of life, which must be understood before they may be guided. Paracelsus. The physician's job is to treat illness, but his or her duty is to promote health. Hippocrates. Medicine is the science of the art of healing. Hippocrates. The physician should not only be ready to do his duty, but also to do it skillfully, and with a good heart. Avicenna. Medicine is not only a science, but also a moral enterprise. Robert Vach. The physician should always try to prevent disease, rather than merely treat it. Thomas Sydenham. The most important tool in the treatment of disease is the physician's ability to listen to the patient. William Osler. The physician's goal is to help the patient heal himself or herself. Andrew Weil. A physician's duty is not to judge, but to heal. Harriet Beecher Stowe. The physician's work is to heal the sick, but also to comfort the dying and to console the bereaved. Francis W. Peabody. The physician's responsibility is not only to treat disease, but also to promote health and prevent illness. Andrew Weil. A physician should not only be skilled in his or her profession, but also in the art of living. Paracelsus. The physician should be the servant of nature, not her master. Paracelsus. The physician should not only treat the patient's body, but also his or her mind and spirit. Hippocrates. The physician's greatest reward is the gratitude of his or her patients. Hippocrates. The physician should be a lifelong learner, always striving to improve his or her knowledge and skills. William Osler.